What up, gang? How's everyone doing? Welcome back. Another stream, another day. Another day in this cog we call life. Another day of suffering. Why are we still here? Joy to suffer. I don't have any of my things open. What kind of a stinker am I? Shoot, that's not where I want that. There we go, I can see chat now. What up? I hope you're all doing well. Welcome back to another stream. Dun 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 dun. Bloodborne, oh, you know it. Lady Grey, thank you for the 10 gifted subs right off the bat. Thank you. Good luck reading all this. Look, I can never read all of anything. But that doesn't mean I'm not going to read as much as I can, you know? Harpy, thank you so much for the prime. Lucy, thank you for the sub. Bailey, thank you for the 2 months. Linner, thank you for the 3 months. Am I not going to play Rust today? Undecided yet. I don't know. I want to, but I don't want to, you know. I'm kind of wishy-washy on it at the moment. None of my team are really getting on anymore. There's not that many people on the server anymore. Sag. Yeah, right now on the server, there's 12 people online. Like, 12 people on the server total, apparently, according to the Rust Plus app. So, that's not exactly a lot of people to, like, roleplay with and do things with. So, we'll see how it goes. Might be Mavis, thank you for the sub. Butts for Days, thank you for the sub. Casey for the sub. Sid, thank you for the sub. Ray, thank you for the 2 months. Been a while, missed watching the stream. Well, welcome back. Interest was lost fast. It was just a weird storm of circumstance, because we had the one server first and that got nuked, then a lot of people burned themselves out on that, and then it was split, and then everyone had fire in their bellies for what to build and what to do early on for that week, and there was like drops for it, so everyone was super hungry for more Rust stuff. It was like, okay, now we're kicking things off, and now it's been a week and a half, and now I think some people are just kind of burning themselves out on it. We've streamed so much of it. We streamed so many hours. I have never really played Rust before these servers went up, and now I have 125 hours in it between the 2.5 weeks that I've been playing it. So it was a lot of content very quickly. So we'll see where it goes. I'll probably be back on, just maybe not today. Zorb, thank you for the sub. Callum, thank you for the prime. The One Pantry, thank you for the prime. Floss, thank you for the 13 months. And the Alley Cat, thank you so much for the sub. And Robin Summer, thank you for the sub. Abby, thank you for the 2 months. This music is far too intense. Blip, 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 blip. Maybe all of Bloodborne is a little too intense right now. Cherry Blossoms, thank you so much for the prime. Anya, thank you for the 200 bits. Emperor Nero for the 100 bits. Lauren, thank you for the 100 bits. Are we just chatting today? For right now, yeah. We'll do some stuff. Dick around. Watch some things, maybe. But it is nice to just have a relaxing sort of stream in the middle of all of the chaos that's been happening. Are you playing a different game then? I don't know. I don't plan this far ahead, guys. James Hutton, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Thank you so much. Zit, thank you for the sub. Ugh. How's my health? About the same as it was. I had my call with the doctor though on Friday. So, was it Friday? No, Thursday. And then I went to the dentist on Friday to get the last of my Invisalign trays in, so I have 2 more to go. Top and bottom, and then I'm done! So when I go back in February, they're taking off the anchor points. These like dots. What do you call them? I don't know what they call them. Fixings. It's like basically filling stuck to your tooth to keep the Invisalign in place. So then I'll get those smoothed down, final touch-ups done, and then I'll just have retainers at nighttime, which is very exciting. My teeth are so much straighter than they used to be. Took a whole year. Well, it wasn't supposed to take a year, but pandemic. Would you recommend Invisalign? Absolutely, if you can afford it. It's very expensive. But it did absolute miracles on my teeth. My teeth weren't that bad though, they just needed a bit of like pushing out and straightening. Some people's teeth take a lot longer. And I think the cost is proportional to how many aligners you get. So how much correction you need versus how much like trays you need versus how much you pay. Ral Blitz, thank you for the 1,000 bits. Thanks for the gifted sub to Peter Park TV channel. No problem. Peter's a gem. Anytime. Subscribe! Every time I go to my channel, that's the first thing that plays right now. I'm not trying to like pseudoscience you by every now and then just having like, oh, I'm tired. Subscribe! Just do it, but no pressure. I wanted to play some music, but I'm trying to figure out what I want to play. It always just kind of goes back to the same musics. Ba-ba-doo, ba-ba-doo. Okay, maybe not the first one. That's the same one. Are these not good songs to play? Wait. We'll get a better one. There. Your quality is impeccable. I've never seen another streamer with quality like yours. Oh, there are plenty of streamers with incredible quality on their cams and stuff. I feel like you just need to find the right streamers. But thank you. I appreciate that. Wait, I appreciate that. Oh, there is music or sound coming out. It wasn't showing properly. Agoraphobic remix. I don't like listening to songs that have lyrics in them when I'm streaming. I get too distracted. I start listening to the lyrics and start fumbling what I'm trying to say all the time. Ray thinks the server should be wiped soon. Thoughts on that? Yeah, probably. It's getting too bloated. All the stuff that's there, people are already kind of bored of, and the FPS is lagging as a cause of it. I feel like a weekly wipe of the server would be better, or like every week and a half, to keep things fresh. Because then once you know a wipe is coming, everybody kind of logs on and then goes ham right before the wipe. What's wiped mean? It means you just get rid of everything on the server and start over. Anonymous Cheerer, thank you for the 5,000 bits. That's so generous. Thank you so much. Might be Mavis, thank you for the 1050 bits. Been a fan for many years. I met you at PAX East a couple of times. Give you a drawing I did in 2016. I'm an art student now. That's so cool. Good for you. All Ash's hard work. Well, everybody's hard work. But that's part of the fun. That starting over kind of yields because then it makes people adapt and change. If you're just locked into the same sort of characters over and over again, and the same storylines, it gets a little stale. Thomas, thank you for the Prime. You know me, Aspire, thank you for the 2 months. Breadmond, thank you for the sub. Sam, thank you for the sub. Reiner, thank you for the sub. Pumpkin Patch, thank you for the sub. Hype Hedgehog for the Prime. Haida, thank you for the gifted sub. It's Dragon Lass, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. I don't like this. A-Cloud, thank you so much for the 5 gifted subs. Chieftus, thank you for the 100 bits. Bo's Casino, yeah, that would be one of the bigger losses if we ended up wiping the server. But it kind of sucks that not many people went to Bo's Casino to actually gamble, because Bandit Camp is right nearby. But I saw them say that, I think the Kitten said that they were building a wall around Bandit Camp to keep people out, to encourage going to Bo's Casino more, because there's more roleplay there, which I agree with. When you go to Bandit Camp, it's kind of just to go in and get scrap and then you leave. But then, like Bo said in a clip I saw, everyone has scrap now, so no one wants to go gamble. So all the stuff that he put effort into was kind of pointless then in the scrap regard. But there's a ton of potential for, like, degenerate gambling behavior there. I'm just saying, they're not actually wiping it. I haven't heard them talk about wiping it beyond maybe the actual monthly wipes that they always do. I'm just posturing what would happen if we did wipe it now. I think some people prefer the Bandit Camp, don't think that's unfair. I'm not saying it's fair or unfair. I'm just saying what's more interesting and what's not. Going to Bandit Camp and spending your money is kind of like a played out meme on the server now. And some people just go and sit there for hours and hours to actually just gamble and play that aspect of the game, which is fine. But when it comes to, like, playing on a server with roleplay in the safe zone, it's more fun for everybody to kind of go to the same place, and if you can limit to where that is, then everyone's in the same place. Like the 5 is hot stuff and everything is fun, but there's only so many times you can go and see the wheel spin around and say 5 is hot before it gets boring. And if people are just going to Bandit Camp and sitting there all day and just looking at this wheel go around, then they're not engaging with the server. They're not engaging with the other people, and the people who want to hardcore roleplay are just left to roleplay with the same people over and over again, and then that gets stale for them, so everybody ends up in these stale pockets not really doing anything. And that's what I think is probably killing the server more than anything. And then opening up the north to let people build up there. Now the people who just want to PvP have left the safe zone and are just up there, so everyone's kind of like spread out and no one's really interacting with each other again. Having everyone in the same sort of dense space forces everyone to kind of interact with each other, but then when everybody did get together, not everyone was able to roleplay and roll with the punches, and then it just ended up being a bunch of people talking over each other. So there's issues with it all over the place, and I feel like that's what's maybe killing people's enthusiasm for coming back over and over again. And then some people are too intimidated to come into the server now because it's been up for so long and characters are produced and people are interacting with each other a lot, so they feel intimidated in that regard. And then other people just want to PvP and then realize that there wasn't a whole lot of that going on, so they build bases and then never really come back. And, you know, it's a bit all over the place right now. And I think some fine-tuning would help with it, but I don't really know. I don't interact with the server on like a minute level. I don't know how many people were ever on. I don't know how many people at one time were ever on the server, and how many are needed on the server to make it still feel alive and feel like you can hang out with people and do wacky shit. I'm not saying I'm done with it, by the way. Sounds like I'm quitting the server. I'm not. I'll probably be back. I might even log on at some point tonight. But just for right now, in this exact moment right now, I don't want to hop on yet. J-Star, thank you so much for the 1500 bits. Appreciate that, thank you. I have no advice on how to grow on TikTok because I have absolutely no idea how that platform works. Sorry. Julie, thank you for the 2 gifted subs. Milky, or Milk in Your Mom. Ugh. Thank you for the gifted sub. Sean, thank you for the gifted sub. Sparky for the gifted sub. A-Cloud for the 5 gifted subs. Thank you. Nice beard, bro. Thank you. This is called 31 years of growth. Well, not really. Guys, I'm 31 in less than 3 weeks. Isn't that weird? Charlie's maze is amazing. It really is. Chris's gun range is really amazing as well. I tried that out again and got a 120 time. It was just me and Chris though. So I wasn't streaming at the time, but I was like grinding that out with him and getting fast and fast and fast. And then my time originally was like 134 or something. I can't remember. 138 and then 132 and then it was 128, then 124 and then 122. And I think I finally got it down to 120. So I'm 5 seconds off being on the wall of fame. Ray got it to 102. Yeah, right before I showed up to try it out. But it was at like early hours here, so not many people were on, so I could just keep doing it over and over again with Chris. And then Chris got a 114 and got up on his own board. It was very impressive to see. But it's hard because I lag while I'm playing it. Because I'm playing American servers, or at least not European servers. So I have a higher ping than normal. So when I'm trying to get through the windows, sometimes I like glitch on them and then go through. So it makes it a little harder to shave off the seconds the more I do it. But it's really, really fun. Charlie's one is really fun, but I just wish there wasn't an option for death on it. It's... In regards to content, it's incredible. It's super funny. I saw that clip of Sykkuno seeing the gun trap and then closing the door and then... Actually, you know what? We'll just watch it. Why not? Well, let's just do that. If I can actually find the clip. I don't know where I actually saw it. It's Sykkuno here. Is it a clip on Sykkuno's channel? Sorry, Sykkuno, we're using you for content right now. I think it's this one. Yeah. Really funny. Alright, Zelda, shut up for a second. Alright, stupid. He was doing the maze, him and Broden, and then Trey and Charlie are here.
Do this part. What the heck is this? How does one do this?
Oh, there's a door. Okay, wait.
So good.
Nobody say anything. Nobody say anything.
Oh, Broden.
Sykkuno.
Do this part.
I love...
What the heck is this?
I love that he sees it, and then I was like, okay, let's not. But then I love the burst of laughter. He gives it such a genuine, like, uncontrollable laugh. It's so nice to see.
Oh, there's a door. Okay, wait.
Like, he knew it was going to happen, but he still can't believe that he did it. It's so fucking funny. Oh, adorable. Oh, what did I click? Oh, I just refreshed the page by accident. So funny. So in that regard, that maze is really, really fun. And seeing people like drop down and die. But in regards to actually speedrunning, I don't really have a desire to go back and try it over and over again. Because when I did Chris's one, I had a real desire to like get faster and faster and faster because there was no chance of me like dying in it, so I could just go back out and be like, okay, I can shave off a few seconds and then go again immediately. And this maze I feel like for a maze, I feel like it should be just for that. But when it's timed, I don't know. It has a different vibe to it. It's just a different type of speedrun. But for me, it's just a different sort of vibe. So I like the gun run more because I can like hone my skills better because it's more about the shooting aspect of it. But when it comes to actually like getting around the environment more and platforming, I'm not great at that, so I kind of go away from it. Depends on the player, I guess. Yeah, exactly. And that's why I'm saying, I'm not saying that they should change it because I don't like it. Because clearly a lot of people like it. And the people who really do want to get better at it can, so... It's nice to have two separate types of speedrun places on the map. Because it offers more diversity. Maze is a death run. That's a really good way of saying it, yeah. It reminds me of like the Fortnite death runs that I really liked. Because I don't like regular Fortnite, but the death runs were always really fun. I love your Scottish accent. Excuse me? Live TGB, thank you so much for the 2 gifted subs. Alucard, thank you for the gifted subs. Guys, have you ever spelled Alucard backwards? Sir Pigeon, thank you for the tier 2. Thank you so much. Pringle Legs, thank you so much for the prime. No, I haven't tried the treasure hunt actually. Every time I've gone by it, it's been closed. Which is another kind of issue with some of the Rust stuff, that a lot of the activities to do require the people who have built them to kind of be there. I don't know if the treasure hunt is that way as well, but Charlie's Maze kind of requires him to be there at all times. Same with Chris's thing, because you need him to give you the M249 and the ammo. So when they're not there, you can't really just like automate it. So there's good and bad aspects to that. Please never change. Well, I'm changing all the time. I love this music. Same with your therapist office, sadly. Yeah. I was really looking forward to building that yesterday, but it kind of got away from us a little bit. I don't know, part of the fun is having people there and doing it actively, but it would be nice if people then, because other people then can't get on at certain times of day. Like people in European time zones or Australian time zones, when they get on, maybe the people who run these things are just never online, and then it kind of gets difficult for them to interact with it. This music makes you wise. It feels like that, doesn't it? I just love the instruments in it. Have I watched WandaVision? I have not. I just realized that that sounds like one division. Like one singular division. One division. Is that going to be the big reveal at the end of the show? That's the name of the company that's keeping them captive? No Baileys tonight? Ooh, maybe I should make some. Ever played Project Winter? I haven't. I messaged Ray about it weeks ago, before New Year's. Actually, before Christmas. And asked if they wanted to play it. And said that after Christmas maybe, because I was taking time off. And then she was like, yeah, most people are taking time off for Christmas. So we postponed it. But then they played it after a session of something else one night. Their group who were playing something else, I think it was Among Us or Raft or something, and they just merged into Project Winter. So I don't know if they want to play it again, but I would be down. It looks really funny. I just don't know how much repetition is in it comparatively. Advice on getting over a breakup? Time. Time, and use the breakup to teach you stuff about your emotions and how you handle them and how to better overcome them in a healthy amount of time. Every sort of thing that knocks you down emotionally should teach you something, I think. And more than anything... Oh, hey, Ash! This music is so familiar, it's driving me nuts. Reminds me of Request 2. It's Breath of the Wild, Ash. But good to see you. For me, breakups were always... the lesson was always that no matter like how bad it feels, you'll always get over it and move on to the next person in your life. What's my workout routine? I don't have one right now. Mainly because of health-related issues. I just don't have the energy to work out. I actually lost a ton of weight as well because I haven't been like working out and eating the way I would like to be. I eat like whenever I'm able to or whenever I'm hungry, but just having like digestive issues makes you feel like you're full all the time, and I just can't. It's not that I can't eat, it's just that I don't have the desire to eat half the time. So I've lost a considerable amount of weight. I've lost like 6 kilos since the middle of last year, which is about 13.5 pounds. So I'm like, I'm pretty light right now. I'm quite slim compared to what I used to be. I was up to like 60, I think when I was working out heavily, I was like 62, 63 kilos, which is still pretty light. But I'm a smaller framed person, so I just haven't been able to like get calories into me and keep weight on. So, but I am going soon to a clinic to like get stuff checked out. I'm going on Thursday to get blood samples done. And take different types of samples about what's going on, and then we'll go get some scans done. After that, once those are booked, and then I'll probably get a camera up my ass to check out what's going on in there. And hopefully they'll be able to see something and be like, oh, it's this. Okay, so now you need to do this. If it's a blockage, then hopefully they're able to be like, hey, we can remove that blockage and everything will return to normal. If it's like something like celiac disease or IBS or something like that, hopefully they'll be like, hey, take this and be on your way. But right now we're just in limbo. Hope they find something. Me too. You don't need the ass cam edited, do you? No, Robin, I think you're good on that. Maybe I'll send you a file, though, and you can, like, add some zooms and some funny sounds and maybe subtitles. Oh. But yeah, they were like, you can do a mini cam, which goes, like, a little bit into your intestinal cavity and can, like, detect some stuff there. And the place where I feel it is like lower left all the time, like right under my ribs. So it's one of those things that if they get the camera in, it doesn't have to go far to check it out. But if it's something more pervasive in my entire intestinal tract, then it might need a colonoscopy, which is a lot more intense. Because you have to like flush out your system and have to you have to like take a fluid that like gives you horrific diarrhea to get it all out of your system. Why am I talking about this? Look, it's what's going on in my life right now. That's why we're chatting and not playing games. But they were like, we can do the mini cam first and see if we find anything, and then if we see any signs of anything else, we can like progress that further and do a full colonoscopy if needed, and that will check out my entire intestinal tract and check out for like signs of any issues in the future. At least they knock you out for the procedure. Well, they can, or they'll just be like, they'll give you a sedative or a painkiller, depending on what you want. You don't need to be knocked out for a full colonoscopy. So just like Taco Bell. People say that a lot about Taco Bell. I guess it's just a meme at this point to say like, oh, Taco Bell gives me the shits or whatever. It's like, I've never gotten that from eating Taco Bell. I love Taco Bell. Gallbladder could be that as well. There was a lot of different things. They're going to look for like allergens for like gluten and lactose and stuff like that. Pretty sure it's not those at all. And the lady agreed with that. And I've tried like cancelling out some foods to test that before. It didn't really do anything. They also said that it could be ulcers. It could be something with what do you call it? Something like bile that goes into your system to help you absorb food and nutrients and whatever. And sometimes the receptors in your intestines don't work properly, so the bile ends up getting into your system a bit more and inflaming part of your lower intestine. Gallbladder is the right side of the ribs. Yeah, so mine is the left side. So it's not the gallbladder itself, but it could be a byproduct of the stuff that my gallbladder and stuff produces. I don't know. Could be any number of things, but all I want is an answer. I just need an answer and a path forward, because right now I'm just kind of stuck in limbo and I don't like that. Gallbladder infection can cause pain all over the place, not gonna lie. I felt pain in my back with mine. Oh, I'm sorry that you had that, Ash. I didn't know. I mean, I guess how would I know? But I don't think it's that. Not knowing is the worst. Yeah, I feel like that's kind of where I'm at. Because it's like a physical drain and I don't really have the energy to do things anytime ever. But, says the guy who streams Rust for 9 hours. But I hate not feeling normal anymore. And not really knowing what it is either makes it feel like I don't really know how to work with it. But the most promising scenario is that it's a blockage that just needs to be cleared. And then, because the theory right now is that I have an intestinal blockage, because I've had issues with my intestines in the past that didn't really seem to come from anything specific. It just kind of like flared up. So if that's the case, it could be a blockage in my intestines making stuff kind of like back up and then causing like acid reflux, and then the acid reflux and everything causing like pressure on my diaphragm, which causes the asthma issues. So best case scenario, it's a blockage that we get removed and it fixes everything. But that's a pipe dream. Could have a hole somewhere. Who fucking knows, Ash? How old are you? I'm 31 in about 3 weeks. Which also is part of the problem. I'm getting older. I'm not old, but as your body gets older, it just some things are just like, nah, I'll decide not to work today. Nah, I'll make that sore today, actually. And everyone can say like, 30's not old, blah, blah, blah. No, it's not, but I am getting older. And after like 26 is when I started to feel like stuff just didn't work the same way anymore. Look, this is how I feel. I don't need a bunch of people in chat being like, no, it's only 30, it can't be that. A-Cloud, thank you for the 5 gifted subs again. And Fedora Bandit, thank you for the 5 gifted. Casey, thank you for the gifted sub. And Mega for the gifted sub. Thank you. Hello for the Prime. Skralexy for the Prime. Just Joe for the sub. And a girl named Fiona. Thank you for the 9 months. Twitch baby. I've noticed more adult problems with my body, knees hurting if I sit on the floor for too long and such. It sucks. Yup. Can't eat full bags of sweets anymore because I'll just have stomach cramps. Which honestly is a good thing, to not eat giant bags of candy anymore, but that's just the shit that happens. Just play God of War again? Why? Out of nowhere? Just do it. Just play the game again. That'll solve your problems. Just play God of War again. Sad I can't eat ramen anymore. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, I don't know if I can eat the like spicy Korean ones anymore, which I fucking loved. I might not be able to eat spicy food in general anymore. It's my favorite type of food. But again, a mild inconvenience for having my health feel good. I'll go without it if that's the case. Lolly Gamer, thank you so much for the 5 gifted subs. Tree for the 100 bits. How's your day been? Alright. Slow, but we're getting there. Mark built a giant wall in the forest. Okay, cool. Good for him. Casey, thank you for the 4 months. Septicat, thank you for the prime. Alice, thank you for the 3 months. Doodle, thank you for the 3 months. And It's Your Boy, thank you for the 2 months, as well as CJ Sullivan, thank you for the 3 months. January is going by slow. Good. The last thing we need is time to speed up. Time is all we have. Last year flew by. Let me savor some moments. Last year was crazy. It was. Craziest year of many of our lives, I'd imagine. Soph, thank you for the sub. Madam Spice, thank you for the gifted sub. Michael, thank you for... Or Michael Kane. You were only supposed to blow the bloody doors off. Thank you for the prime. Woof Meow Cat, thank you for the gifted sub. And Arcanum Cleric, thank you for the sub. This music is perfect. Yeah, this is nice. Seem a little angry? I am. Livid, in fact. I hate everything. Movement, thank you for the sub. And Taylor, thank you for the gifted sub. Chat goes by so fast, how does Sean read anything? Usually you have to scroll back up to like stop on the things that I wanted to like see again. Otherwise, not many messages are that long. You can kind of just see them at a glance. Jack hates me. Yep. Sorry. Sean reads chat. Damn, a true legend. Why wouldn't I? How boring would it be to sit here and do a just chatting stream and not read chat? Then it's just me talking to myself while people watch. I know that that's what YouTube videos essentially are, but there's a reason I'm live. Winthra, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. What's your daily schedule? Lately, fuck all. Just chatting without chatting. The title of this stream is just. Just the word just. That's what this topic should be then. Can Jack drink alcohol anymore? Certain types, yeah. Whiskey, no. Which I miss. I mean, it depends on the day. If I have a strong acid reflux day, then whiskey is absolutely off the table. But thankfully, something like Bailey's is like a creamy liquor, so it goes down easy. I need to try GTA roleplay. I would love to, actually. If we could get Hey, Carol! Thank you for the 10 gifted subs. Real Carol Jacobs? Pog? I can't check it. It won't let me. I'm assuming it's the real one, because I don't think anybody else has that name. Thanks, Carol! I would love if the OTV people were able to set up a GTA 5 roleplay server. That'd be super fun. Mega, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Appreciate that, thank you. Would love to run around in GTA RP. Me too. It always looks super fun whenever I see it. I'm sure this Rust thing will open up a bunch of doors for what we can do next. Or what Abe wants to do next. Because the Rust thing is never going to be around forever anyway. So it'll be interesting to see that sort of like massive group of creator energy kind of transfer into each and every other game that we can. They might even make another Minecraft server now for people to get in and mess around with. But it also, you need games where there's enough to do and enough content to make. Ludwig wants to as well. Yeah, I think it would be great. I think GTA 5 lends itself to role-playing better than Rust did. Or were you talking about Minecraft? I don't know. Because the thing is, they already did a Minecraft OTV SMP server, so they might be done with that and moving on to other things. A lot of people are suggesting Ark. Yeah, that might be fun. I also saw Conan Exiles go around. Ark just runs like garbage though already. I don't know if Ark would be the best fit for it. But I've seen Ark and Conan go around. I haven't played Ark actually in a really, really long time, so maybe it's much better now. But yeah, either's fine. I just hope that I can keep playing with these people. They're super cool. Ark just has so much more PvE content, it can run just fine on private server with the right stuff. Oh, that's good to hear. Yeah, that would be fun. Everyone run around on their own dinosaurs. Because I don't know if there's like one specific thing that's kind of hindering the Rust thing right now. Maybe it is a lack of PvE stuff to do. I think it almost needs to come from an admin level where the stuff needs to be set up. Like the takeover of the police station that Ludwig set up on the last server was really fun. I think we need more high-level macro events like that unites the server kind of together. So it's like, are you in the north PvPing? Are you in the south role-playing? It doesn't matter. This big thing is happening right now. So everyone kind of needs to jump in and be part of it. Like GTA 5 roleplay has like heists and stuff that people do. And I think those are kind of needed. There was one last night? What? Oh, man. What happened? Oh, did I miss it? The apocalypse happened? Fuck. It was so lagged out though, I couldn't join. They did it in the Vegas place. Oh, man. Well, I guess I missed it. That stinks. I mean, it's great for the people who were there, obviously. The Nightly Gamer, thank you for the 10 gifted subs. Taylor, thank you for the 2 gifted subs. But it would be nice to, like, plan out things like that. Have, like, Abe and them say, oh, like a countdown timer's happening, and in 5 days, the X is going to happen. And then we can all, like, prepare for it. And have fun that way. But yeah, if it lagged out hard, then that's kind of stinky. The game's not handling all of the building that's going on so far. But also, that stuff... Because I was, like, watching people play and everything last night, but that stuff just happened so late in the day for me over here that it's kind of hard to be part of as well. But I'll stay up for it if I know what's happening. I don't know. What do I know? I'm just one person. We could plan something and get everybody involved that way. Jack, I have a question for you. How do I get in contact? Well, I just answered the question here, so it seems like arguably the best place to get in contact with me while I'm live is the place that I am reading over and over again while being live. The problem is now I might not see the actual question, and now you just wasted that opportunity on the first question of asking if you can ask a question. Well, the problem is that if I open up a private channel to actually ask me anything, most times it ends up being the same stuff all the time. And I know people are just, they just don't know and they're just chancing their arm. But I get so many emails every day of people being like, can I stream with you? I'm like, I respect your tenacity, but it's like, that would be kind of unfair to all the 100 or 200 other people who have asked to stream with me as well for just a random reason. And I can't open up that private channel to talk to people because it's unfair for all the people who have asked before and I said no, or just ignored it. That, and I just wouldn't be able to get to everybody. And I wouldn't be able to give you exactly what you want either. And then I just feel like an asshole. If I open up a private channel and someone's like, oh, finally I get to talk to you. And then it's like, can I play Among Us with you? Or something like that. And then I say no, then I'm just an asshole, regardless of how understandable that is. So I think it's just fair for everybody if we keep this relationship how it is. You know? Because nothing would give me more joy than to give everybody who watch me what they want on an entertainment level. Maybe not on a personal level because that's unhealthy, but for what people want, I would love to be able to provide that for everybody who's watching, but we just can't do that for everybody. It's not how the world works. Winter Sphinx, thank you so much for the 5 gifted subs. You all just got friend zoned by Jack? As opposed to what? Me dating every single one of you? What? I don't think you understand what friend zoning means. Soya Bun, thank you for the 5 gifted sub. I am. Thank you so much for the gifted sub. And yes, I 100% friend zoning everybody that watches me. I'm not here to be on stream to date anybody. No streamer is. Sorry. I know, not specific to this stream. I know that a lot of you are tier 3ing out of your brains on so many channels, but sorry guys. It's just, oh, this music's perfect for this. Sorry guys, but that streamer that you're KEKWing over day in, day out, that streamer that you're like, if only their camera was a little lower. I hope they get up out of their chair and walk away. I tier 3, but they still haven't acknowledged it. It's not happening, bud. I'm sorry. No matter how much you wanted to. You're just never going to get those feet pics that you want. It's just not how that works. I love how the fucking clown music kicks in immediately. Which is actually my favorite song on the Breath of the Wild soundtrack. Because it's, oh god, what's his name? Cass. Sputicus! Thank you so much for the 25 gifted subs. Hypnoblaze, thank you for the gifted sub. And Carly B, thank you for the gifted sub. Lady, thank you for the 100 bits. You should organize a Kentucky Derby horse race for the server. That's not, well... It might be hard to do that because a lot of the horses have different values. If we could manage to organize with the developers to give like 5 people the exact same horse and the exact same starting point and like section it off. Because I just see so many problems for it getting messy. Charlie gives them to me all the time. What do you mean? Man, Charlie's easy then. Favorite anime right now? Probably Attack on Titan, because I'm getting back into that. The recent episode was really cool, and I've been catching up on like the manga chapters of what's happening next, and it's, I don't know. That or Jujutsu Kaisen is the other one I watched recently that was incredible. Jujutsu Kaisen is one of those animes that the entire season so far, I don't feel like there's a wasted episode. There's so many animes, including Attack on Titan, and I consider Attack on Titan to be one of the greater ones out there, despite how much anime snobs are going to be like, it's just a normie anime. It's not. It's fucking incredible. Regardless of how popular it is, it's one of the greater ones I've ever seen. The fact that they can keep those moments going over and over again is so fucking awesome. One Piece is too bloated though. Because I feel like, but I was gonna say, even Attack on Titan has those episodes where you're like, oh god, get to the fucking point, Jesus Christ. And I love Full Metal Alchemist. That's my favorite anime ever. But even that's like, oh my god, this whole season is just like setting stuff up and not a whole lot's happening. But the whole first season of Jujutsu Kaisen felt like there wasn't a whole lot that wasn't vital to what was going on. If you get me. It didn't really feel like any episode really dragged, or there wasn't like back-to-back episodes where it felt like it was really bloated and filler for so long. Some animes have entire bloated arcs, like Bleach. But what do I know? I'm not an anime aficionado, but I do know good pacing and good storytelling. And Jujutsu Kaisen was really good in that regard. Develops out the world just enough for you to get it. Has some of the anime tropes that you love, like, oh, this is my power level and that's your power level and I'm gonna beat you easily. And then, oh, what's that? You have a super secret second gear that you didn't even hit yet? This isn't even my full power. That shit's awesome. It's still coming out, that's true. There could be garbage episodes in Jujutsu Kaisen next. No spoilers? What do you think I am? I'm not gonna spoil you. Just because I uploaded Attack on Titan video game season 2 and then said I wasn't gonna spoil anything and then spoiled a really big thing at the start of that series. You think I'm gonna spoil you on anime? The fuck is wrong with you? I feel really bad about that though. I thought it had already passed in the anime, but it didn't. And then I ended up spoiling it at the start of the series. It has since passed in the anime. But that time I was like, whoops. Everyone in the comments was like, Jack, I'm not going to spoil anything. Also, Jack spoils a huge story arc. I was like, oh, shit. Do I like Dragon Ball Z? Oh, do I ever. That's like the king, the grandfather of bloated nonsense. But it's kind of like, it was kind of like the first one that really got super popular that did it, so we all forgive it. It's like the troublesome child where you're like, man, they're a fucking degenerate, but they bring good grades home. And then everything else after that that's kind of aping Dragon Ball Z, it's kind of like, come on, bro. It's fine when Dragon Ball Z does it because they're all yelling and their hair's turning yellow for like 3 episodes. But that's fun. When you do it, kind of cringe. Have you read the Game of Thrones book? I can barely finish a fucking box of cereal. I can barely read the back of that without my brain drifting off. How am I going to read a full fucking Game of Thrones book? There's less words in the Bible. As much as I would love to be that guy who sits down in his house with a nice glass of scotch in my velvet robe with a fire crackling with nice music on reading a book, as much as I want to be that aesthetic, it's never happening. This brain is like what comes out of your ass most mornings. You ever have a cup of coffee and you're on schedule? That's my brain 24 hours a day. It's just not happening. Even audiobooks, I'm like, what did they say? I was thinking about fucking pancakes for 15 minutes. I was worrying about the round I threw in Among Us last night. What? Who's talking about what? Can't fucking focus on anything. You've seen me stream. I can barely get a sentence out without reading what's over in chat and then forgetting completely about what I was talking about. Do I have ADD? Probably. Have I been tested? No. Will I say I have it? Sure, I'll take the sympathy points. I'll self-diagnose. That's healthy. Pancakes are good though. Yeah, you're right. Best pancakes I've ever had were in Japan, I think. Those really like big fluffy ones, but I was so full from the food we ate that day and kind of felt a little nauseous that I couldn't finish them. Which I actually think is now part of the digestive issues I have now. I think I had some of those back when we were in Japan. What about the best ribs you had? I think the best ribs I've ever had are in Texas. Texas barbecue, baby. I used to hate, like, boned ribs when I was younger, because you know, it just feels gross when you're a kid to eat meat off the bone. But now I'm older and I feel like a primal animal and I want to just like slurp all that meat off the bones. I'm still a little weird on chicken wings sometimes. You know, you're eating a good chicken wing, you're like, fuck yeah. And then you eat that one like piece of like gristle or cartilage or like fat and it feels like you're eating rubber. And then it's like, ooh, it kind of ruined the whole wing for me. I bet some people were thinking that that was going elsewhere, like that piece of like tendon or whatever is like, ooh, yeah, I love that part. Like, I love eating that part. And then I completely flipped it on them and they're like, oh. Whoops. That soft crunch. Oh, it feels like I'm eating someone's nose. And then it's just like, oh, I don't really want to eat the rest of the wings just in case I'm like going to bandit camp and betting on 5 again and just coming up 10s every time. The joke there was that I was gambling on the wing every time I ate it. Keep up, okay? I know my attention's shit, but when there's high-level jokes flying around like this, you're gonna have to keep up, otherwise I just look stupid. Boneless chicken wings? Come on, bro, those are just nuggets. Really fucking good nuggets. But can we just call them nuggets? There's too many syllables in boneless chicken wings. Boneless pizza, my favorite. Spicy or not spicy, all of the above, baby. Boneless water. I got that today. It's awesome. You guys should try it out. No more do you have to crunch on your water. Controversial topic, boneless or nugs. Look, they're not actually nuggets. Just have like the shape and like portion size of a nugget. But they are different. Because most nuggets are hot garbage. And that's a take I'll take to the fucking bank and cash in for $100 million, please. Because let's face it, nuggets are kind of gross from most places. Unless you have like a proper, like, real chicken tendy kind of nugget, then they just kind of suck. Like, nuggets from McDonald's is like eating hot trash. And especially American McDonald's. You guys have some awful McDonald's. I'm just gonna say it. If you have the chance to travel and go to like Europe or Japan, the McDonald's here is so much better. And it's still not that great. But I don't know what they're putting in. Maybe it's the rules and regulations on food we have over here. But whenever I eat McDonald's in America, it makes me sad. Unless I've been drinking, and then it's fucking great. 747, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. What song is this? feel like I'm going through the jungle, about to be attacked with spears. It's like Indiana Jones shit. Long hair? Yeah. It's getting there. I wasn't Irish putting it in a bun today. Sykkuno won 10k scrap yesterday. Well, it's like fucking Jeff Bezos or Elon Musk winning another $1 billion. It's like, what's a billion when you have 100 billion already, you know? What's 10k to Sykkuno when he's a weapon dealer on the server and has 10k already anyway? What's he doing with all that money? He's giving it away? What about to our camp? Give it away to your team. We need it. Well, we don't really need it. Buy choppers. We need choppers to go do shit. We need choppers to go oil rig, man. I want an oil rig. What new music are you listening to? This is all still Breath of the Wild. Chick-fil-A was the best. Actually, I haven't had it. It's one of the ones that I still want to... Chick-fil-A... Is it Whataburger? Wait, how do you actually spell that? Oh, it's just Whataburger. Whataburger? Whenever some people pronounce it, it sounds like fucking Waterburger. Like, ooh. I love water in my burgers. So it's just like, man, what a burger. Look, the H is an important letter. You know, it has a lot of, when you pronounce it properly, H has a lot of like oomph to it. It's just such a forgotten letter in the English alphabet. That in many other alphabets actually, not even English. It's just such a, like, really just like cough up blood when you say your H is like Whataburger. Man, look at that over there. What a burger. It's like, where are we going? Whataburger? It's like, that doesn't sound fun. But if you say we're going to Whataburger, then it's like, ooh. Yeah, we are. You know, have fun with your words. They're there for a reason. Whoever crafted that perfect, beautiful letter wanted you to pronounce it in all its glory. Look, just because the Irish accent pronounces T sometimes as like an SH, that's not on me. So we say water. Water. What am I even saying anymore? Smager Lauren Gloom. Thank you for the 15 bits. That's I know exactly who those three usernames are. Water. Exactly. Cryonite, thank you for the 100 bits. Cafencito, thank you for the 100 bits. Brett Weekitty, thank you for the 5 months. Baby Seal, thank you for the sub. Alex, thank you for the prime. Mr. Duckops, thank you for the prime. CBJ, thank you for the 2 months in a row. Appreciate it. See, this is what my brain sounds like. What the fuck are all of these? Just go to, like, the ambient music, please. Curious Chaos, thank you for the prime. Your accent is cool, Sean. I can listen to you all day. Thank you. It's so neutralized these days, though. My Irish accent isn't as strong as it used to be. And I miss that. I'd love to be able to, like, get it back to a more natural sounding Irish accent, but I've spent so long doing this where people don't understand what I'm saying unless I pronounce it in a more Americanized way that now it's sort of diluted my accent. And then for years of not being confident with my accent. And pronouncing some words and then having the entire lobby turn around and be like, what did you say? How did you say it? Say it again, Mr. Funny Accent Man. Without realizing that every single one of them have had an accent as well. Look, to me, you all sound weird. You guys are the funny sounding ones. Does my Portuguese accent scare you? No, you as a person scares me, Chris. For me, XQC sounds normal. Alright, well that's... There's going off the deep end, and then there's just dive boarding into a pool of magma, alright? Let's just say I wouldn't send anyone to XQC if they're still trying to learn English. He has a very special cadence. But if you see enough clips of him and if you watch enough of him, you'll start to understand it. It's just, it's a real baptism of fire. It's a real trial and error scenario. It takes you a while to get the pace and the cadence of it, so I wouldn't go there first, but that is definitely like Duolingo hard level. And then you have, like, the west and south of Ireland. What about Minx? Yeah, so about the latter half of that sentence that I was talking about. Even though Minx is from Dublin, I'm pretty sure. Is Minx from Dublin? Her accent sounds like she's from Dublin. Dublin. You know, boys. Maybe I'm wrong, though. Waiting for chat to give me the answer, but I guess not. And now I probably can't find it because there's like 700 people, creators, who are called Minx. Oh, she's just a Minx. Right, I always just hear her called Minx. Well, her famous birthdays page doesn't give me any fucking answers. She is? She's from Dublin? Okay, great. We solved it. Another one on the books, boys! We did it! We cured curiosity today. Posh Dublin? Well, it's... Well, I don't know. I don't know what part of Dublin she's from, because Ireland is very unique in that not only will every county have its own accent, and they're very different accents. It's not just like a slight dialect change. It's incredibly different county to county. But each county can also be incredibly different depending on north or south. But yeah, she always sounded like she was from Dublin to me. But I can also hear every time she like talks, I can hear some words are more Americanized as well. Which, again, this is not me judging her or anything. This is me relating, because I have the same thing. Like, even saying thing instead of thing is a big thing. Fuck. But sometimes a word will come out and I'm like, oh, interesting. But her accent is a lot stronger than mine. Kind of jealous, honestly. Ash's accent is also amazing. Most people's accents are amazing. I love accents. I love voices. I love how people sound. I love their little idiosyncrasies and their like affectations on words and how they say things. What am I talking about? The world! Favorite accent? I have no idea. I don't know what would be my favorite accent. Talking is amazing. Isn't it just great? Isn't talking just class? There's an Irish thing for you. Ray C's voice is pretty neat. A little bit of Latin influence on a West Coast American accent. To me, his accent just sounds very neutral. It doesn't really give off any sort of like vibes to me in any sort of direction. So I don't know where he's from, or what like his ethnicity would be, or where his heritage would be from. But he does have an incredibly pleasing voice. He also has a really nice microphone for it, which I have the exact same microphone. It's the Electro Voice RE20, but it's a really great mic for a voice like his, which is like soft and sort of buttery and smooth, because it raises sort of those tones and those lower notes and makes you feel like, hey, how's it going? It gives you that like radio kind of smoothness to it. Which is not for my voice at all. My voice is more on the upper register, so I need a more sort of transparent mic. Because I yell a lot as well, so I need a lot of like clarity, I think. Hard to explain. Psychona's voice is so cute. He also has a softer voice, but he uses an SM7B, which is the same deal. They're both dynamic microphones, so they take a shit ton of juice to like power them, but when you get them up to full capacity, they have a really nice like warm presence to them when like EQ'd and stuff properly. But they're not very transparent mics. Dynamic, okay, let's get into microphones, shall we? Dynamic mics, this is a condenser mic, which means that it doesn't need a lot of power, but it's very transparent. So you'll hear this mic all over the room. You'll hear rain outside. You'll hear cats running across the floor and shit like that, because it picks up every single tiny sound. But for someone like me that goes up and down and up and down and I'm back and forth and I'm all over the place, it's more consistent for my voice that way. But if you're like Ray or Saikuno and your voice is, or Corpse, and your voice is kind of like here, and you have a lot of presence, and you have a lot of, it's called a proximity effect, so the closer you get to the microphone, the stronger the bass response out of it is. So if I'm talking away from the mic like this, or if I get up close to the mic like this, there's a reason we always go close to our mics to get out that, like, deeper sound. It's called the proximity effect. And that's why those mics and radio presenters and everybody have that mic, like, shoved in their face, because you get that nice warm resonance out of it. And they're dynamic mics, so they don't pick up as much outside influence and outside sound. But when you get in on top of them and you're basically eating the microphone, as they call it, you get that nice bass response out of it without any of the outside sounds. And they, like, you'll notice Ray and Saikuno, because they have their face cams, that they'll sit in like a static position for most of their streams. Same with Evelyn. She uses a Shure mic as well. She has an SM7B too. And her voice has a really nice warm sound to it as well. So those types of mics, and when you're not moving around a lot, pick up that really nice resonant sound out of them. But those mics flavor the sound, so they have a bit more of a bass boost in them. They're not really super transparent microphones. They're not picking up the sound exactly as it is and transposing it into digital sound as cleanly as a mic like this would. Anyway, that's microphones 101, and that's why certain people will go for certain mics differently. You're into mics, huh? What can I say? I'm a bit of a micro fan. Okay, this is too intense. Thanks for your TED Talk. No problem. Please pay me. This knowledge ain't free. Is it true Saikuno uses a cheap camera? That's why his skin looked good. He said it on stream. I don't know. I don't know what camera he uses. It does look like just a webcam though, and not a DSLR cam. So maybe a slightly lower resolution can lead to blurring, which can lead to making your skin look softer. I don't fucking know. Maybe he just has great skin. And he's just being humble about it. And just wants to, in classic Sykkuno fashion, just say it's because of the camera and not because of him being great. Jenny, thank you for the gifted sub. Weston, thank you for the sub. Whoopie Doodle, thank you for the gifted sub. Sarisa, thank you for the 4 months. Dinklebamp, thank you for the 2 months. Combat, thank you for the gifted sub. Mr. Blue Swirl, thank you for the prime. Pina, thank you for the sub. Neil, thank you for the 2 months. A fan, John, thank you for the sub. Speaking of Dinklebamp, that's my name on Valorant. I played some of it yesterday for like, I've only played it like twice before and kind of got fucked over in it. And then I went back yesterday and tried it out and was doing specifically the gun range I was doing for a bit because I really liked like getting my aim down for like Rust, and I like using AimLab, and Valorant has some really good gun control in it that I liked trying out just for mouse sensitivity to get used to it. And when I set the mouse sensitivity in that game, I really liked it, so I was trying to like match that. But I got into a few games, got some kills, you know, pretty pog. Game's hard though, and people are mean. Because if I'm playing like an Overwatch type of game where you have abilities and stuff, I like die and I'm like, oh, that was dumb, and then I just roll in and then die again. I was like, oh, that was dumb. But eventually I still feel like I'm helping the team. But Valorant, I'm like died and everyone's like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Sova, why did you go B? Or Sage, what the fuck is wrong with you? And I'm like, oh, I don't know, it's my 3rd time playing the game, bro, chill out. It's like everything is super vital, and if you're dead, you're dead. I'm like, oh, that's not fun. I don't like getting yelled at when I play my games. I just want to fucking play it. I feel like I got into it too late. I feel like I should have played it earlier on when people were still learning it, but now everybody knows how to play the game, like Overwatch, and everyone's just toxic. It's like the rest of the team don't care, but there's always like a couple of people who are on comms with each other, sweating it out. Like, isn't that what the pro, or not the pro, the ranked one is? It's like people who want to play ranked, but don't want to get shit on, so they go to unrated matches, so they can feel like big fish, small pond. I don't know. It's like getting into like casual Overwatch matches and then getting mad that people didn't pick the right team comp. Like, aren't you in quick play? Who cares? I just want to play the game and get like some kill. If I can get into a Valorant game and get like 5+ kills, I'm happy. Because when you get those kills, it feels incredible. But I was doing well. I was top on my team for like more than half the round. But I was playing Sage, so I wasn't healing the right people. I turned around and like healed the wrong guy. I was like, okay, wrong person, but okay. I was like, oh man, no. And then I did the same thing the next round, and he was like, wrong guy again, but that's okay. I was like, oh dude, I'm trying, sorry. Oh. So that was funny. But I'm like, they give me the spike because none of them want to pick it up. And then I go down this wrong path to like plant it somewhere. And they're like, why are you going A? Go B, go B. And I'm like, I don't fucking know. Why didn't you pick up the spike, Mr. I know everything? I was here to chill, bro. I just want to click heads. And I can't do that if you're fucking yelling at me. Demon, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Maybe that's a fun stream to do. Somebody who hasn't played Valorant at all plays Valorant. And see how many people are yelling at me. I mean, I get it. If you do want to play it properly and you are like sweating it out and you just want some good rounds and you're having a bad day, and then somebody comes in and they're like super casual and they're not that good and have no idea what's going on, like that can get frustrating, but at the same time, just take a breath and leave it in the game. Cut to me a month later, sweating it out in Valorant, getting mad at everybody for not doing their job. Sykkuno's good at Valorant? Yeah, I want to play with all those guys. But, they play on NA servers, and I'd have to make an NA account, because I think it's region locked, but then I'm on, like, worse ping, so I don't know if I would be more of a hindrance than a help. But if they just want to play for fun, I'm down. Not even on stream, I'll just do it for fun. Evie, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. And Elex. Eletex, thank you for the 10 gifted subs. And Dominic, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Thank you so much. Overwatch is toxic now? Yeah, it's a shame. Well, it's also just not that fun to play anymore. I did see a video from Seagull 6 to 8 months ago, maybe, where he said it was the best meta it had ever been. And at that point, I was like, oh, maybe it'll be fun to play it again. But just, I don't know. I want an FPS game that I can play even just for fun again. I miss having that type of game like Overwatch. That was one of the ones that I played a lot. I went from like Battlefield 3 to 4 and then fell off the Battlefield games, and then I played a lot of Overwatch and really loved it because I had like this game that I could get into every night. I could just turn off my brain or turn it on if I wanted to and just like get my aim down and feel really good about how I was playing. And then I kind of fell out of that, and I haven't really had a game since that, honestly, where I just played night after night. Rust has really given me, and especially doing the gun course in Rust, has really given me this love for like wanting to get my aim down again and want to really feel good about it. Oh, Apex is another one. Yeah, I played that for a while. That's true. That was the last one that I really got into. And I missed that. I just haven't played Apex enough recently and don't really have people who play it often enough to play it consistently. It's kind of just playing with randoms over and over again, and just playing with randoms isn't fun. Bloody, thank you for the 20 gifted subs. That's so much. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Warzone. I like Warzone enough to play it, but it's always been more of a casual thing. I've never really, like, playing Overwatch was that, like, oh, I'm casual in the beginning, and then it's like, oh, now I'm really starting to get good, and oh, I'm pretty decent now. And that was like that constant, like, trying to get better and better. But Warzone was too inconsistent for me to want to get that feeling out of it. And I think it has something got to do with the character movement that I didn't click with, and all the, like, sway and head bobbing, and, like, when you jump and the gun, like, flies up and down a lot. I just I love, like, pure gunplay. Not so much just the experience. Yeah, CS I haven't played that much. But I feel like everyone else has played enough now that I would just be annoying on any teams that I play with. I mute chat and just play casual. I could do that, but every now and then there's like a good call. Like, there was a couple of people in the Valorant matches who were like, oh, stay here, and if you see anything, like, wall it off. Things like that. And that taught me something. Like, I was learning then at that point. But also I just don't know if I have the time to put into a game like that again. Because I don't know if I'd ever be streaming them too much. Play Tarkov? Tarkov's an intimidating game. Maybe we should... I haven't tried Rainbow Six, actually. I guess what I'm also missing is people to play with. It's not so much about the game. Because when Overwatch came out, everyone was kind of playing it, and it was always like, jump on with friends every night. And then with Apex, it was kind of the same. I played it a lot with Charlie. I guess that's what I'm missing more than just the game itself. It's kind of everything together. Rainbow Six can be toxic. Yeah. It's any of those games where you... Because Rainbow Six is another one of those ones that when you die, you're like dead for the round, right? And you only respawn in the next round. And that's just... That's too much like risk reward for me. Because then everyone who... If you're on the team and you don't really know what you're doing and then you die, then everyone else who knows what they're doing gets mad. Because everything you do has so much, like, significance to it. Everything can be toxic. That's true. Let's just not play games anymore. Let's just stop playing games. I've decided. No more games. We'll just do Aim Lab instead, actually. Actually, let's open up Aim Lab right now. Aim Lab is a thing that teaches you how to like, get better in first-person games. And I've been trying it out recently, just to see what it's like. And it's really fun. And this gets rid of the toxic element that we're talking about. That now we can, now we can just click balls and not have to worry about people yelling at us. I like grid shot a lot. Let's try it out. Alright, I'm going to be very rusty. But let's see if I can, like, turn it on. It's usually, like, the first round or two. So you just click all the balls that you see. And now I'm streaming, so I'm going to be bad at it. I'm very bad. Okay, let me warm up a bit. Oh god, now I'm nervous. God, I'm so slow. Ah! It's that thing that when you play it on your own, you do better, but as soon as I, like, have to perform it for people, I'm bad. Fuck. Damn. 91%? My time to kill is down 3% though. Performance anxiety? Yeah, because I actually get nervous. Let's go a couple of rounds more. It's really fun though, if you ever want to get into it, because it has like really smooth gun control. Let's shoot some balls, yeah. Okay, I had one really good round the other day. Yesterday, I think I was just fucking around and I was like, bam, 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 bam. I was like, what am I doing? Damn, I'm cracked. I was impressing myself. What I like about it though is that it tells you where you're weakest. Apparently, anything below half the screen I'm weaker with, and anything on the right. Which makes sense because the gun and the hands are blocking that, so I tend to go for the targets I see more, you know? But it's called Aim Lab if you want to try it out. Oh, my hands are so sweaty. Fuck. See what I mean? The lower targets are worse. But it gets you really used to where your mouse is supposed to be going. I keep avoiding that bottom one. Oh, I'm getting itchy. %. Yikes. Oh, I can tell that I haven't played games like that for so long. I've never done this kind of shit ever, so my arm actually gets tired doing it, but I feel like that's good because it's training me to be better and get used to it. Let's stretch out my arms. This is a good way to get carpal tunnel, maybe. Bloody, thank you for the 20 gifted subs. Am I left-handed? No. It's like my aim's not bad, but there's definitely so much room for improvement. Your reaction time is far superior to the average player. Your reaction time will universally aid your other skills and mechanics. Your average time to kill over the last 6 plays of this task was 341, but your last play was 340. Keep up the great work. Far above average. Left side weakness. Oh, in this run through, you were better eliminating targets on your right than on your left. We can fix that AI training. Interesting. Yeah, and I got the sniper award before, which is like 90+% accuracy. Okay, Booski, thank you for the sub. I would have loved to try this back when my aim was like really decent. I saw some people say the sound is annoying. Can I change that? Is AimLab free? I don't know, actually. Let me check. I don't think so. But I really like it. If you're into, like... It is free! Nice! Oh, it is, yeah. It's free. Go for it. Try it out. There are stuff you can buy, like skins and things in the game, so... Because I've had it for ages. I forgot if I bought it or not. But yeah, it's free. Because I used to change around my sensitivity and my DPI and stuff a lot, but I decided to like pick one. And I think a long time ago I actually picked Shrouds for some game. Look, he's good. If he can be good, then I can be good doing the same thing. But I prefer a lower sensitivity and DPI. So my mouse is at 450 DPI. And then I can't remember what my other stuff is at, but... It feels good to me, and then the more you do it, the more you get used to like the snaps, like going from ball to ball. You know? You get used to where that distance is and how much you need to move your mouse, so I'm still not quite there. I'm still like over aiming sometimes, but that's why I play it, to get better. And then you miss some super easy ones sometimes. You're like, oh, what am I doing? I need to be faster. Or like push myself to try faster. Fuck. Yikes. Damn. Yeah, I'm still pretty consistent though, I'd like to think. Your average score over the last 7 plays of this task was 55,000, but your last play was 58,000. Damn, my score was higher. So you get scored on different things like accuracy and like your time to kill. So I'm saying, every time I play games, my aim is decent. It's my fundamentals that fuck me up. Like my mechanics, like getting around cover and moving my character fast enough and those kinds of things that fuck me up a lot. AimLab, I need this. I suck at everything I do in life. Look, sucking or not sucking with a mouse in a video game, I don't think is that big a deal. Is this on Steam? Yep. We'll do one more. Congratulations, Spadicey. Your time to kill was 13 better than your average. Ooh. That's nice. Your target was 8 better than your average. Don't know what that means. Left side weakness again. Congratulations, Spadicey. Your kill total was okay. Quick draw, high reaction time, left side weakness. All right. I do like this, that it breaks it down. But yeah, I feel like even if you're not into games, this is sort of like a fun thing to do anyway. And it like gets your grip on your mouse more consistent. But I imagine any like pro player or person who's really into this can see my gameplay and see like what tweaks need to be made. And that's kind of why I'm trying it out, to see if I'm doing anything super obviously wrong. Oh, nice. Oh, I double-clicked by accident. It's gonna fuck up my accuracy. That was sick! Dude, we really fucking popped off on that one. Score 61,000, that's up. Time to kill is up. Accuracy is about the same. 91% accuracy, I'll fucking take that. Your average score over the last 8 plays of this task was 56,000. Now I'm up to 61,000. Your time to kill was 25 better than your average. Your target was 14 better than your average. Your kill total was 14 better. Quick draw, high reaction time, left side weakness again. And I got a high score. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Why does Jack hate Braille so much? My high score is 70k. Nice. That's damn respectable. What's my sensitivity on? Good question. I have it set to the Valorant one. So it picks a profile, and I think I'm pretty sure it imports what you have from those games or something. I don't know. But this I guess is what it's on right now. Because I liked how it was. It's not an instant conversion. Okay, so I might have to tweak some stuff. That's probably why I'm under and over aiming. But trying to get that consistent across all of the games that I play is a trickier thing, because I don't know how to do that. And my mouse DPI is 450. I'm saying all this stuff like I'm a fucking pro streamer. Yeah, these are my settings. I'll just leave these on screen so you guys can clip that. Yeah, mouse 450 DPI. Yeah, graphics all set to low. I watch those clips to try and get information. You're really on that grind. I find it fun. I think stuff like this and trying to improve on that kind of stuff, because it helps me then in the other games that I play. Like if I jump back into Rust, or if I jump back into like Valorant or something like that. Like all of that training is good for everything. Why does the music sound like farts? You must have some very melodic farts. Lucy, thank you so much for the 5 gifted subs. Mods can clip it and make it a command for it, then shove it at people that spam that question. Yes, I can just be like Shroud or H-June or Ray or people like that. And then when anybody who doesn't know who I am comes into the stream, they'll be like, damn, he must be pretty good if people are like asking for his settings. Oh, the dream. Scimitar, thank you for the prime. Jonesy, thank you so much for the gifted sub. Yeah, and then I can get like a hand cam, mouse cam. You can change whether you can see your gun and your hand. No. Really? That would help so much. I want it to just be the cursor. Although maybe that would throw me off then. Oh, I didn't see that in the options then. I'm gonna do that next time. But thanks. That's helpful. Trey Fox, thank you so much for the prime. The short bastard, thank you so much for the gifted sub. Am I losing weight? Yep. And not intentionally. I couldn't think of the word. I'm losing brain as well. Jack looks oddly cute. What do you mean oddly cute? Am I not supposed to be? Will you play Valorant? Probably just for myself. I feel like if I actually played Valorant, there would be too much, like, backseating and too much, like, oh my god, why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? I just want to play it for fun. Unless I could get in with, like, friends of mine, and then it's just kind of like a dicking around sesh, but also tryharding, you know? That would be fun. Because I do enjoy those types of games. Bum bum bum. It's just nice hearing you talk. Well, that's nice. J10 Valorant team. That would be fun. 안녕하세요. Hello. Wait, you said 안녕하세요, not 안녕하세요. My reaction to seeing Korean was, hello! Pawawa, thank you for the 2 gifted subs. Canderson, thank you for the prime. There's so many clips of that going around as well, like Jacksepticeye speaks fluent Korean. I'm like, I mean, that's great for a title, it makes me sound amazing. But, I will hit my conversational ceiling very quickly. So please do not build me up into this esteem where I can't meet that expectation. In anything I do. But at least now you have the numbers to go say that my aim is good. It's like, I saw a clip of people being like, Corp speaking 4 different languages. I'm like, he said 2 sentences in 4 languages. That's a very different thing. Or there was another one like, Saikudo speaks Spanish? And then he like read something off his chat very slowly. Sean, say hello in Spanish so we can say you're fluent. Oh, that's true. I just love the titles that come out of those clips. I feel like you know at least one word of all existing languages. I do know a lot of words in a lot of different languages. But it's just because I'm surrounded by a lot of diversity in my life. There's so many people who I'm friends with, and so many people who I've met who speak so many different types of languages, so I kind of just pick things up as I go. And I like imitating things. I like impersonating things and repeating things and like figuring out accents and things. 한국어를 배우고 있어요. I don't know what 배우고 is. I can read it, but it doesn't mean I understand what it means. 네, 고맙습니다. 문제 없어. That means no problem, right? Jack speaks Korean? Warning, emotional. Oh. I started the other language spam. Oh, my bad. Anitame? Thank you for the 2 months. This is nice music. Yeah, we're hoping to do another GeoGuessr Battle Royale stream this week. 안녕하세요. I love how my bow just like comes with it. Got so used to it. I do it. We want to do another GeoGuessr one. We're trying to put that together, which I think will be fun. The first GeoGuessr was fun. Yeah, it was surprisingly fun, and I went back and watched Ludwig's video on it. Because we finished that, and I was like, oh, that was a fun stream. I was like, could I upload that? Maybe. I don't know. And then Ludwig uploaded it, and it was far more entertaining than I thought it would be. Like, it was fun on stream, of course. But I didn't think it would translate to a YouTube video well. But it did. It was really, really fun. Garden of Eddie, thank you so much for the gifted sub. Genie, thank you for the gifted sub. Appreciate that. ZZY, or ZZY? Thank you for the prime. Which mods for Among Us do you recommend? Proximity chat's probably the best one. Jack, give us something to gamble on? What? Prodigy, thank you for the sub. Ryan for the prime. Tati for the prime. Septic for the prime. Andrea for the sub. And Jenny, thank you for the sub. Lady Laura for the gifted sub. Midnight for the 2 months. Motherfucking dragons, yo, thank you for the gifted sub. Nashikami, thank you for the prime, as well as Emilique, Tiffany, Leona, thank you for the gifted sub, Aaron Unknown, thank you for the 2 months. We must gamble? Wait, I don't get it though. Is there a thing you can gamble on in chat? Wait, there is? Oh, predictions. Oh, right, with channel points. Oh. I have no idea how to do any of that. I don't know how any of the channel points things work on Twitch. I've never really looked into it. Maybe I should try set that stuff up at some point. Oh, we know how, it's just that there's nothing to do with it during a just chatting stream. That is true, yeah. We can have more fun with it when we actually have something to put it towards, though. Yeah, it is more interactive, I agree. It's just like, what would we do it on right now? Compat, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Aaron, thank you for the sub. Beer, thank you for the sub. Aichu, thank you for the 100 bits. Tell us about your coffee. I'd love to know more about how you make it. Oh, is this my in? To sell out my coffee? There's a panel down below the stream right now that you can click on that'll take you to topofthemorningcoffee.com, where you can get your own beans, you can get your own cold brew, or you can get some of the hot chocolate mixes we have. We have double chocolate, and we also have peppermint if you want that as well. We also have some fancy cups that... Are they still in stock? We have some fancy cups in stock and some shirts as well if you want. But the real bread and butter of the coffee business is the coffee. You're going to want to get some of that. Top of the morning beans. The only beans you'll ever need. That worked out perfectly. But yeah, go buy it! You know how streamers and YouTubers and everybody are always trying to like subtly talk about the things they're selling, subtly talk about the things they're doing, while also not making it seem like it's an ad kind of stuff. Now, buy my coffee! I'm changing the game. I'm subverting your expectations, and I'm just being honest. Buy it! Marketing. Look, I made a coffee company. I want to give you coffee, and you want to buy coffee. So let's not beat around the bush here, okay? Let's get rid of this marketing foreplay. We can have fun with that whenever we want, but at the end of the day, just buy the coffee. See, it pays off. It's like, what do you think people at the start of YouTube videos now are like? Subscribe. Like, why do you think streamers do that? I would never. Subscribe. I would never do that. Because it's just selling out, you know? Subscribe. You know, it's just shameless. Subscribe. There's no reason to do it. Subscribe. You know, you don't have to. Just do it. But you should. But you would be astonished how much that works. By having, you know how some videos have that like subscribe thing come up and it's like click and then it goes across the bell and it clicks? That shit doesn't work. People are putting that into their videos and making their videos less aesthetically pleasing to watch, and it does almost nothing. But if you say, hey, subscribe to my channel, and just say that, it's an increase of like, I think it's like a 60% increase in subs just from saying it. And that's why you see so many people do it now. Hell, I do it because it works. It's like if you're going to be watching the video anyway, like that whole well, if I like it, I'll subscribe anyway. Like that stuff is true to an extent, but there are so many people on YouTube and so many people watch it that a lot of them just forget. So, I mean, the little subscribe thing that pops up works, but it's just, if you just say it, it works like so much more. And even YouTube themselves will say that. That's why, like, Dream's channel blew up last year, because just saying that at the start of the video leads to so many more. But I get it, if you don't want to say it, because it does feel a little weird for some people to actually, like, verbally say it out loud, then the little thing coming up at the bottom of the screen, you know what, everyone can do whatever they want, however they want to do it. I'm just saying, if you're putting it in and you want subscribers out of it, then actually just saying it works a lot better. At the start is my biggest turnoff. Sure, but at the same time, at the start is where it works the most. And there's like factual evidence of that working. So a lot of like YouTubers will just forego like the few people who don't like it for the uptick in what it means for their channel. And I put it in every now and then to test it. And it's kind of just become a meme on the channel at this point, but shit works. It's bizarre. Because any of you who watch me here or watch my YouTube channel are like really active viewers. You will watch most of what I upload. Maybe some things are not to your taste or whatever, but you're the ones who will like go to the page or go to your subscriptions and those types of things. But so like, I'd say like according to the graph, about 40% of people who will come and watch the videos aren't really there for that kind of active watching. So that passive viewing, whenever you say it, it like triggers that side of the audience to like jump in and actually subscribe. So it's strange. I used to be so high and mighty about it and be like, oh god, it's so gross. But you know what? Everyone's just trying to get by. Everyone's just trying to grow their channels. Everyone's just trying to do this and have fun with it. And if that works, if just saying, hey, subscribe, this amount of people aren't subscribed, like, it's really not that big a deal anymore. It used to be so frowned upon, like, years and years ago to do that stuff. But so were brand deals. Now brand deals are so normalized on YouTube. Even talking about money on YouTube was so taboo years ago. And now you have people Being like, gifting $1 million. Doing this, doing that. It's weird how time goes on. So I reckon in a couple of years, basically all YouTube videos will have that like subscribe stuff probably in the start of it. But then it'll stop working because it's everywhere. And then something else will change in the algorithm, and then people will come up with a new method on what to do, and you know. And especially for the people who don't upload super often, because they want the video to perform well. If saying that at the start of your video will lead to like 60% more subs or 40%, then why not? Like, go for it. I don't know. Like, because there's clips of me from like years ago saying like, oh, that's so gross and whatever. And then people love to do that and say like, oh, you hated this back then. Like, oh, you're such a hypocrite. It's like, no, I just changed my mind. It's like shit changes. YouTube changes. I stopped taking this so seriously. I stopped being on my high horse about a lot of things and just let shit go. Does the amount of subs really affect how many people watch videos? I don't really know the ins and outs of how it works. Overall subs, not really. Your overall subs on your channel don't really affect much. But let's say you have a video that is doing well already, and then you say, hey, subscribe to my channel, and then like a bunch more subs flood in on that video, then YouTube probably looks at it and goes, wait, what is it about this video that so many more people are subscribing to? So maybe it'll actually start pushing it to more people after that. So I don't know. Maybe. Maybe not. It's like, I don't know if likes or dislikes really do anything anymore. But it's like more watch time on a video, coupled with more subs, maybe with more likes and comments. Like all of that stuff all affects each other. So a good knock-on in one of them is going to have a good knock-on on the other, and then the other, and then the other. You know? There's a lot of minutia that you can get into and really like figure out the cogs of it and really figure out and tinker with how it all works and do consistent things that will push your videos further and further and further. But it becomes a little too mechanical at that point for me. With Felix being the exception, that guy's views are almost 90% all from subs. Yeah. But he also just has such a massive channel that that's probably in its own category on its own. It's probably such an abnormality in the system because of everything that went down with like the sub war and everything a while back, that I think, because it's one of those things that like shoutouts are also kind of detrimental sometimes. Because if you send like 1 million subs to someone's channel, but then those million aren't really watching it, or even like 40% of them don't, then maybe YouTube's like, oh, well, this amount of people showed up but aren't watching the videos anymore, so we're just not going to send it to them anymore. But again, I don't know how it works. I stopped trying to understand it a while ago. I'll just do what I want. Use a few little things here and there to like not let the channel suffer and die. And because I'm not uploading every single day anymore, I'm kind of out of that system with YouTube. So uploading daily, it's like I don't really have to like say anything about subs or likes or anything like that, because it's just such a consistent thing. But now I don't upload daily anymore, that it's just kind of nice to remind the system like, hey, I'm here. I just haven't been uploading every day anymore, so I kind of need you to remember that I'm here and still like send stuff to people. But at the end of the day, it's a complex machine. And I don't think any of us really fully understand how it works. Where is Saikuno? I don't know. Having fun somewhere, I hope. That's why people asking for shoutouts should be careful of what they wish for. Yeah. You also need to be actively doing stuff on your channel. You can't just ask for a shoutout and then upload once a month. Because that's just not going to work. Unless your stuff is like just really, really, really cool content that everyone's going to watch anyway. But a shout out, it needs to be... A shout out's just more like the fuel for your car, but you need to know how to drive and you need to be able to like steer that car down the roads, and you still need to like stay on the road and still be able to like drive it properly. Putting fuel in a car that's going nowhere is just not going to do anything. Hi, ugly loser. Hi. Dude Perfect. Yeah, that's a good example of a channel that uploads more infrequently compared to someone like me. Well, not this month. But if those videos are like fucking big bangers, or like a Mr. Beast, because those videos all pop off every time. But that's his consistency. Consistent doesn't mean frequent. Great analogy from a man without a license. Yep. Look, at the end of the day, everything I'm saying right here is all my thoughts and opinions on stuff that I don't fully know a grasp on either. And I feel like that context is very important. I'm just going based on the experiences I've had with it. I could be way off base. For all I know. And I've changed my mind on a lot of things. I've changed my upload patterns. I've changed the way I do certain things. Jack, from like 3 years ago, would never say, hey, subscribe to my channel because only 40% of people are, or 40% of people who watch my videos aren't subscribed. I would have cringed at myself doing that years ago, but things change, things adapt, things move on. Well, what have you? Life is strange. It's like any of you who watch, like, a lot of people probably just left the channel where they're like, man, I'm just not into it anymore. It's like you wouldn't turn to those people and be like, well, 2 years ago, like if I applied that logic that people apply to me, to all of you who watch, it would just be ridiculous. Like I wouldn't turn to somebody and go like, well, 2 years ago, I was your profile picture on Twitter and in your, I was in your bio and you said you absolutely love my channel. And now you're not, you're such a hypocrite. Could you imagine? Communities would explode. That would be funny to do though. At the end of the day, who cares? We're all stuck inside during a fucking pandemic. None of this shit matters. We're all still here. That's what I care about. Anyway, yeah, Twitch Prime, baby. It's $5, chat. Can we get a middle part haircut? No. No, look, this hair does not look the greatest most times, so we'll just take what we can get. I set myself up for failure like that, you know? I have like a hair or something in my mouth. Viking braids? Ooh. That might be epic. Why not? Thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Appreciate it. Devil, thank you for the prime. Sube for the prime. Boom, boom, boom. Capitalism. Hell yeah! It's $5, chat. Buy my coffee. Am I still doing my Invisalign? Yeah, I don't have them in right now, but I have 2 left. On... I think it's actually the 14th. Yeah. The 14th of February on Valentine's Day, they're going out. Maybe I should get my dentist a card. Wouldn't that be neat? And then I'll be getting all of the things off my teeth. The little anchor points. They'll all be smoothed out. It's gonna be so weird to have like completely smooth teeth again. If any of you have done Invisalign, these like things that are on your teeth that are just like glued to them, you get so used to that you forget what smooth, flat teeth feel like. So I'm really excited to get those off. And then I think my teeth are getting whitened, or I'm getting like a at-home whitening kit that'll all get cleaned up. And I'll get these 2 front teeth I think need to be like shaved down a little bit. So everything kind of matches and looks flat, because my teeth are shaped from the bend that was in them before. So now when they're pushed out straight, they're not going to look just the same. So you need to just like flatten them out and make them look like they belong. Ever thought of veneers? No. My teeth aren't, well, I guess I always considered if my teeth are bad that I would get veneers. But, I don't know, I have my own teeth. I'll use my own teeth. When you get your braces off, your teeth feel huge. Yeah, I can imagine. Getting like the like full-on metal braces must be crazy getting those off. That's a strange sentence out of context. Yep. Terrified of the dentist now because of my braces. I used to be really scared of the dentist. Maybe age just changed me, or I just got a much better dentist. I think it's a bit of both. My dentist now is great. Super nice. Any of the work that I have to get done, it always feels super simple. And like needles and stuff don't scare me as much as they used to. And getting like my jaw numbed, because it's really not painful. It's just like anxiety built up in your head and in your body that like comes out. And it's that anxiety that fucks me up more. So just trying to have a more level head about it. Well, again, I don't know what it's like to go to the American dentist. Over here, it's a lot less intense. Maybe. Ali P, thank you for the 10 gifted subs. Very generous, thank you so much. Yeah, see, some people saying the dentist is like nap time. I've never been put to sleep going to the dentist. That sounds so bizarre to me. That would scare me more if I went to the dentist and got knocked out every time. Again, I have this weird fear of, like having to be put to sleep for like a surgery or something, because I don't like the loss of control in my body. I know it, you just go to sleep and you wake up and it's not really that different. But, I don't know, something about losing control of my body or being like forced to sleep like that kind of scares me. Yeah, that's more for oral surgery. That's what I would imagine, yeah. Like getting wisdom teeth out or something like that. Which even here, they don't really put you to sleep. Unless it's something like super intense. Or maybe some places ask you if you want it or not, and you can like pay extra for it or something. I don't know. Only time I was under anesthetic in the dentist, it didn't work, felt everything. Ugh. See, that's the fear, isn't it? Are you a communism? What an incredible sentence I just read. Am I a communism? Am I a communism? Maybe I'm a capitalism. I don't know. Am I like 5 communisms or like one whole singular communism? I'll get back to you. Jigsaw, thank you so much for the 10 gifted subs. So generous, thank you. Are you a communism? No, I'm an Aquarius, dumbass. Reese, thank you for the 1,000 bits. Have some shamrocks, thank you. Ryan, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Claw Peels, thank you for the sub. Karani, thank you so much for the 100 bits. Thank you for being awesome, Jack. I'm just being myself. Thank you for being very kind. Mr. Business, thank you for the 30 bits. K Moore, thank you for the sub. Did you guys see that? Wait, is the PogChamp for today actually just Komodo hype? Or did I get debated online? It is! PogChamp is Komodo hype today. That's weird. Huh. Who knew? Oh, people on Twitter, apparently. Blackhawk, thank you for the prime. Pomstick, thank you for the 100 bits. Chibi, thank you for the 100 bits. Jessica, thank you for the 100 bits. D&D, thank you for the prime. K-Moore for the sub. I think I read you out already. Whatever. You get a shout out twice. Sly, thank you for the 500 bits. Have some itty bitty bitties from a long-term YouTube viewer. Oh, thank you. Appreciate you. Hannah, thank you for the 30 bits. Kimmy, thank you for the prime. Bobby, thank you so much for the sub as well. You gonna play any games? Nah. It's nice to just chill out. You know? I'm not gonna do anything. I'm gonna do exactly what this category says. Just chatting. See all these React Andes out here on Twitch? In just chatting? They're not just chatting. They're also watching. Now that's bullshit. I feel like Twitch should just ban every single one of them. Just chatting, but here I am watching fun videos. No, I'm just chatting. I'm listening to music as well, though. Oh my god, am I just chatting and listening? Oh no, am I gonna get banned? Oh, fuck. I deserve it. I'm not just chatting. Look, Twitch, I can change. Now I'm just chatting. See how boring this is, Twitch? Can you just change the category to chatting? Why is it just chatting? You make it seem like you should either only be chatting or like, oh, they're just chatting. They're not playing games, they're just chatting. Kind of sounds like you're looking down on it. It's like, why is it not called just gaming? Just musicking? Just arting. You see the holes in what you're putting up, Twitch? Well, at least they're consistently inconsistent. Just rusting? Yeah, just call it chatting. I'm sure they have a very good reason for why it's called just chatting. But you feel me? Why... Everyone's talking about, like, the drama that goes on. Like, oh, this person hates this person. Oh, and in Rust, this person killed this person, and they were mad about it. Can we get to the real fucking drama on Twitch? Just chatting? Are you looking down on them? Or should we only be chatting in there? Why is no one talking about this? What other titles do we have? Games, IRL, music, esports. Why is esports not games? Where did the fucking art section go? Where did the art people have to go out? Do they have to go into just chatting? Because they're not just chatting, they're drawing as well. I will not stand for this art suppression on Twitch. Yeah, why is it not just esports? Oh, you play games, but just esports? Pfft, cringe. You're not a professional variety streamer like Jack_Septic_I? Ha! Oh. How did we get here? It's been more than 90 minutes, so I guess you got your answer. It's the underscores for me. I got there before you did, chat. You're in the stinky past. Whoa, that's weird to think about. I haven't even been drinking. All of you, even though we're live, and I'm talking to you in chat, and you're reacting to what I say right now. Me, hi, hello. We're all reacting to something that happened in the past. Look, let's not go any further with this and say that that's technically what happens in every single conversation ever. But it is. Everything you do in a video game, you're reacting to stuff that technically happened in the past. Huh? Someone shoots at you, you turn to shoot back at them? They're not shooting at you right now, they shot you in the past. Crazy shit, man. I can't wait for people to clip this and then send it all around the internet and be like, oh, Jacksepticeye is actually a dumbass. Or he's a fucking genius. What is time, really? What is the theory of relativity? Time and space are intertwined. We don't just live in time, we live in space as well, and they affect each other. Itty bitty blue marble sitting out here, all of us on it, big pile of dirt out here in the space. We're not really influencing shit. How narcissistic we are on this planet to think that we influence anything. When Big Daddy Sun is over there influencing the entire fucking solar system. We're not even interacting with our nearest neighbors. Technically, we kind of are. We're just this tiny dot floating around. It's like a marble on a spread out bed sheet, whereas the sun is like a bulldog jumping in on top of it. We mean nothing. Can we get a just existentialism category on Twitch? For fuck's sake. Where am I supposed to talk about, like, philosophy and problems with the world? Am I just chatting right now? How reductionist of you, Twitch. Do you think if Socrates or Aurelius came in and they started talking about philosophy right now, would you say that they're just chatting? I don't think so. Where's my just spitting facts category? I should have a category all on my own. Where's the God complex category? Where's the narcissist category? By the way, Twitch, please don't ever do that. I would really like to know why it's called just chatting, though. I guess it's more of the, like, cozy, like, what are you guys up to? Oh, we're just chatting. It's like when you walk in on your friends in, like, their room or something and they're hanging out. It's like, what are you guys doing? Just chatting. I think it's more got to do with that. But I think it goes deeper. Just nihilism. Just stoicism things. Am I a communism? No, I'm a stoicism. I almost said stomanism. I don't know, that's just noises that came out of my mouth. What are you doing? Just parasocializing. That's a good one. We're all parasocializing right now. Parasocial relationships are a psychological attachment in which the media persona offers a continuing relationship with the media user. They grow to depend on them, plan to interact with them, count on them, much like a close friend. They acquire a history with them and believe they know the persona better than others. Oh my god, what is that? Facts and being called out in chat right now? Oh no, that's you. That's all of you. Right now. Me to a lesser degree, but you to a bigger degree, because you guys know more about me than I know about you. You know? I know, you just stopped by to just chat today, but you're getting called out at the same time. Vibe check. Everyone in chat now, I pretend I do not hear. I pretend I do not see. It is a fascinating topic though, because I feel like years ago on the channel I was very heavily entrenched in parasocial behaviors without realizing what they were. And I feel like I kind of fed into that a lot because I didn't really have many friends in real life and I didn't really believe in myself or care about myself so much, so I jumped into the parasocial aspects of what this exchange is very heavily. And stan culture is like probably the biggest proponent of what a parasocial relationship is right now. Because it's feeling like you're like super close to that person, or maybe stans really aren't. It's more of an idolization rather than feeling like you're close to the person. And I started to see a lot of those patterns in the people who watched my content, who were like so super into it that if I didn't upload a video, it really affected their lives. And I wasn't really comfortable with that anymore. I don't like having that much sort of influence over people's like daily habits. So I that's why I've like pulled away over the last couple of years. I'm like, it's not that healthy for you to know everything about me and me to know everything about you, kind of thing. And I feel like this community is a lot healthier for it. I feel like we don't really blow up over anything and we all kind of understand each other. We're all here for just fun. There's definitely still parasocial aspects to it, but it's not the unhealthy like parts of it. Because if you ain't got boundaries, you ain't got a life. You ain't got stuff for yourself. But it's hard for people to grasp that because for me, a lot of the interaction was like the highlight of the channel. So I thought if I got rid of that aspect of it, my channel would fall apart and people wouldn't care about me anymore and I'd become irrelevant. And then it took realizing that even if that happened, that's not a bad thing. So why fight to keep that? And then you end up having more fun with it, and then you end up having less anxiety over it. Oh, the anxiety was big time. Every day wondering if people were going to still be there. And now we live anxiety free. Our hair is flowing. Our pores are clear. And then I think when you stop caring about that stuff as much, and you kind of just go with the flow, you stop caring what people say about you as much. Because I took everything to heart. I wore my heart on my sleeve, and every sort of criticism was a fucking bullet. A stab wound that I took to bed with me every night and mused over and wondered how I was going to fix it tomorrow. And now you realize that some people are just wild. Some people out here going crazy in comments sometimes, saying all sorts of things about people. And I'm like, bruh, that ain't me. You know? But thank you, Stoicism. Really helped change my mind on everything. Mandra, thank you so much for the 5 gifted subs. And Ailey, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. How do we always end up on these topics? Why do I always go on rants? People have gotta chill. People really do gotta chill. Just in everyday life. Like, just chill the fuck out. Although we don't really live in chill times, so yeah, it's kind of fair. Kind of live in a fucked up time right now, so. If you're not chill, can't really blame you. That is just chatting, isn't it? Now, this is chatting! Practicing for the therapy office? Look, I have a lot of experience and a lot of information to give. But I don't think the therapy in Rust would be hard-hitting actual advice. You know? It's more got to do with the rules and regulations of that world. You're not ranting, you're just chatting. Where's my just ranting tag? Treating Rust gambling addiction? Hopefully. Not sure if I should play a good or bad therapist yet. The tag should be just. Get rid of the chatting aspect of it. We just are. Just existing. Just trying to get by. Just trying to make a living here, alright? Leave me the fuck alone. Flip a coin each day. I could be the Dr. Jekyll and Hyde of therapy. The category should be called Bro, Chill. They should call it Just a Theory. A game theory! Alpha, thank you so much for the 100 bits. Love the empowering music. It's really getting to the meat of what we're talking about right now. Luna, thank you so much for the 4 months. Happiest, thank you for the sub. Thank you. Diminshu, thank you for the prime. See what Evelyn's up to. She wants to watch some stuff before we go to bed. Kind of hungry. Could this be farewell? She could be in bed already for all I know. Princess Maggie, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Appreciate that, thank you. Say, buddy, what I miss? A whole pile of nothing, really. Isn't it like midnight there? Yeah, it's 1 AM, so. Oh, she typing, lads. She typing. She out here. Yeah, she's in bed. She doesn't have Rust degenerate hours like I do. I'm used to going to bed at 7 AM now. Give her cuddles? Always. Papa Jim! Thank you so much for the 100 bits. Replaying Subnautica and rewatching your Subnautica series, which is one of your best in my opinion. Thank you. I'm glad you like it. Yeah, I keep trying to schedule stuff with people and play games with them, and they're like, does like 3 PM PST work for you? I'm like, bro, it's starting to get late then. It's like 11 PM. It's like, what about 5 PM PST? I'm like, that's 1 AM, stop. I don't live where you live. Are you dating someone? Yeah. I think she really likes me too. Like she moved in with me and brought her cat. I think she likes me, guys. Spread kindness. Thank you for the 5 gifted subs. No one tell her? Shh, it's a secret. Did your cat stay up as late as you? Anyone is spoken like someone who doesn't have a cat, probably. Because if you have a cat, you'll realize that they don't have sleeping hours. They're just they are. It's like, sure, he'll go to sleep when we go to sleep, I guess, but then he could be up in 5 minutes for all we know. Cats just do whatever the fuck they want. Maybe you have a cat that sleeps when you sleep, and then you're very lucky in that regard. But cats are fucking crazy. Just be sitting around sometimes, and BB's like sitting on a chair, and he's all like cozy and like half open eyes, and then 2 seconds later he's sprinting up the stairs back and forth with the zoomies. Like, how do you go from 0 to 100 so quickly? And nothing happened. And then sometimes he'll come to the door at like 6 AM to meow while we're sleeping. And then other times he won't. He'll just be asleep all morning. It's bizarre. I'd love to know what's going on inside his tiny little walnut brain. Hassan Ader, thank you for the gifted sub. But God, do I love him. He's so fucking cute. Lately, when I've been coming out of here after doing the Rust streams, it's like 5, 6 AM. And he's like had a bit of a snooze. Because it's dark. So I guess, like every creature, he kind of just sleeps when the sun goes bye-bye. So whenever I come out of this room, he comes sprinting at me and he's so cuddly and affectionate because he's like, hey, I missed you! I've been on my own! And you pet him for like 15 minutes and he's like, alright, I'm good now, you can go to bed. BB stands for big brain. Or big bitch. Don't tell him I said that. Don't tell any of the people or animals living in my house what I say about them. Apparently. Caster Brisa, thank you for the 100 bits. What time do you sleep? I don't know. Some nights I go to bed and it's like, oh man, I'm tired. Okay. Sometimes I go to bed and I'm like, man, I'm not going to be able to sleep for ages. Immediately. I don't know. Whatever. Best thing about being your own boss, working from home, do whatever the hell I want. Does your bun hurt your head? My neck has started to really hurt. Well, you said does it hurt your head and your neck as well? Those are different things, but no. Oh, God, sorry. That one came from downtown. But yeah, we'll probably end it here. I'm getting very hungry. And now that I'm not playing Rust every single day, it is kind of nice to sleep earlier. But since I wasn't going to be streaming Rust or really any other games, I did want to sit down and just hang out for a stream. Because I wanted to stream, but I didn't want to stream games, you know. It's a lot more chill when you just hang out. But I appreciate you guys a lot. Thank you so much. The support on this channel in the last few weeks has been absolutely insane. And I'm incredibly grateful for it. We hit 15k subs the other day and we're almost up to 16k now, which is absolutely nuts. You guys are crazy. Oh my gosh, you guys actually subscribed. You guys are crazy. But thank you. I really do appreciate it. It's very, very sweet of you all. Little Fire Nova, not there today. Thank you. Kristaz, thank you for the sub. I know this is a lot shorter than most of my recent streams, but almost 3 hours, not bad. But if we're just chatting, what else are we gonna do? But yeah, I'd like to do more of these types of streams and do like some React Andy content, as they say. But like, look at some clips that you guys have put in. Look at some of the clips on my channel. Maybe some of the Rust stuff that's been going on. Kind of just sit down and chill out for a while. I think that would be fun. But for now, I'm going to leave this one here. Who else is streaming? My boy Lud? Ludwig's on? What's Ludwig doing?
Which is good. It's good to know because that show's going to be running for a while.
Oh, he's talking? Oh. Do you think he's just chatting? Or like, is he just ranting? Or is he just scamming? Like, you never know with Ludwig. He does a lot of different things. Now he's showing a keyboard on screen. I don't know what the fuck he's doing.
It might have been Neeps. I forget. GeoGuessr sometime this week. Sometime this week. You missed my dono. Can you read it? I didn't miss
That's me.
We're just backed
sometime
up
this
on
week.
Dono, so it'll get read out by text to speech if you...
But yeah, go. Be nice to Ludwig. Give him a follow and a sub if you want to. That's always an option. But more than anything else, go and be nice. And set a good example for this community. But yeah, thank you guys for being part of the stream. Thank you to the mods. Thanks for hanging out. I hope you had a chill time. I hope you had a good time. We're not rating yet, so why are you flooding his chat already? It's just kind of confusing for the streamer, honestly. Okay, bye!